A Life with the E-Type, Paul Cockburn's Jaguar legacy. Few vehicles have been as closely associated with their owner as the 1967 Jaguar E-Type Series 4.2-litre Roadster was with the late motoring writer Paul Cockburn. Known for his work with wheels and motor magazines, Paul was a passionate advocate for driving enjoyment, and his E-Type became both a personal project and a constant companion over an amazing 45-year period. Purchased in 1976 for both club racing and road use, the car underwent extensive modification and development, tailored to Paul's requirements for performance, reliability, and individuality. At its heart, the E-Type retained its 4.2-litre double-overhead cam straight-six engine, but was significantly upgraded. Power output reached 282 horsepower at 5,600 RPM, with torque measured at 311 Newton-meters, at 4,200 RPM at the rear wheels. Triple Weber 45mm carburetors, enlarged valves, forged pistons, a lightened flywheel, and Ivan Ty 450 lift cams were among the mechanical enhancements. A stainless steel external exhaust system and Lumination electronic ignition completed the drivetrain upgrades, with careful machining including line boring and decking of the block. The transmission was updated to a Jaguar XJ 6 4-speed manual with electric overdrive, paired with a 3.07-to-1 differential. Power steering was also fitted to improve drivability. Suspension modifications included Coney dampers front and rear. The front end was lowered 1 inch, and braided stainless steel brake hoses were fitted. The original hubs were converted from knock-on to bolt-on to accommodate 8 inches by 15 inches Simmons spun alloy composite wheels, fitted with Yokohama, a 008 tyres. The chassis and body were also comprehensively reworked. A heavy-gauge space frame replaced the original front structure, and the transmission tunnel was reshaped for the overdrive unit. Rear wings were modified internally and externally to suit the wider wheels. The car's exterior was debumpered, all seams welded and lead-filled, with the petrol filler flap removed in favour of an external cap. Badging and brightwork were also deleted for a cleaner appearance. Inside, the cabin was tailored for fast road and club use. Custom Recaro leather and Alcantara seats with racing harnesses were installed, along with a Momo steering wheel, an updated dashboard featuring an aftermarket radio, and a specialist roll bar. Unlike many classic cars, this E-Type was not a static display. It was driven regularly and extensively. It competed on most East Coast circuits, made cross-country journeys to Adelaide and Perth, and was used in day-to-day family life, including school runs with 2 children sharing a seat. It even served as a wedding car on 2 occasions. Its visibility and regular appearance at events made it arguably one of the most recognised and widely photographed E-Types in Australia. After Paul's passing in 2021, the car has remained in the care of his family. It had been maintained since 2011 by well-known Jaguar specialist Graham Lord, who ensured the car remained in excellent mechanical condition throughout its later years of use. Paul's ashes were scattered at Mount Panorama, a poignant tribute to a life lived with a deep love of motoring. His E-Type remains a lasting testament to that passion. A car not only modified and driven with intent, but kept with purpose and pride for nearly half a century. Curious Jag had the pleasure of meeting Paul back in 2019 and conducting a brief interview with him at the start of a JDCA E-Type run. Here is Paul in his own words.
So, can you tell me your name and what you've got here today, please?
Paul Cockburn, and I have my E-Type, which has been my road car now for 43 years.
Wow, that's a long time, Paul.
Yeah, well, it's now on its 4th time round the 100,000 mile speedo.
Right, terrific. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, yes, I bought it originally to race, to save my day car, and realised fairly shortly after that I liked it more than my day car, so it's been that ever since.
Right.
It's been to so many adventures with me. It's chased fox hunts across the landscape with a girlfriend who was fascinated by it. fox hunting. It's been to Cairns, it's been to Perth, it's been to Lightning Ridge, it's been just about everywhere in Australia. And it's been raced at probably every track on the eastern seaboard.
Now we switch to the present day, and we were invited to drive Paul's E-Type, following a recent dyno-tune by Stewart Wilkins. The E-Type had been stored for a number of years since Paul's passing and needed to be refreshed. We're pleased to say that it has been completely restored to its original sparkling performance standards, and I'm sure Paul would be pleased to see how it's going today. Compared to a standard E-Type, this is a serious improvement. When you seat yourself in the comfortable seats and strap yourself in the race harness, you feel quite secure. The large standard wood rim wheel has been replaced with a smaller Momo unit, and normally this would make the steering exceptionally heavy when combined with wide rims and tyres. However, the electric power steering is very effective, making it light work to manoeuvre at parking, but still provides excellent feel at speed. Starting the engine is a theatrical moment. Turn the key and press the starter button and the straight six bursts in thunderous life, amplified by the twin outlet side exhausts. The clutch action is light, and the throttle reaction is instantaneous, showing the effect of the lightened flywheel. The gear change is easy and light, but then acceleration is instant with plenty of torque available from the 4.2-litre twin-cam 6. The throaty exhaust blares, and the soundtrack, throaty, mechanical, and unmistakably Jaguar, is ever present, and you are propelled down the road with a great sensation of speed, emphasized by the open cockpit and the low seating position. Of course, if you wish to be uncouth, you can spin the wheels or change gear rather unnecessarily for the pleasure of tweaking the throttle for a downshift. It's a reminder of how motoring once was: direct, mechanical, and immensely satisfying. And we are very pleased to say that there is not the remotest hint of a touchscreen or driver aids in sight. This is true vintage motoring in the best way possible, maybe akin to flying a ground-born Spitfire. Pretty girls smiled and waved as we flashed down the highway, another fringe benefit. All too soon, the drive was over, and it was time to return the car to the family. But now, this special E-Type is being offered for sale. It represents not only a highly developed driver's car, but also a piece of Australian motoring history. Rarely do cars of this calibre and provenance come to market. It deserves to be driven, enjoyed, and appreciated, just as Paul intended. This has been a production by Curious Jag. Please like and subscribe.